You may find the following video completely boring. It has nothing at all to do with motorcycles. The first little segment is video I took of a rocket launch out of Vandenberg, apparently, SpaceX launching more of its satellites. And the scenery is spectacular. It took us by surprise. None of us had ever seen the contrail like you're about to see before. And even though they launch at night a lot, apparently the conditions were perfect for having a spectacular contrail, and we really didn't know what we were watching. So it's kind of cool. After that is a drive, not a ride, but a drive. My lady friend and I took out into the Arizona desert to cut across a desert section from one place to another just for the heck of it, a day drive. And it's just there because I sincerely love Arizona. You may find it boring. If you do, sorry, stop watching. But anyway, if you have never been to Arizona, or if you wonder what Arizona is like, other than the big scenery places like Grand Canyon and Sedona and Tombstone and all those neat places we have, this is just Arizona desert, and what it looks like when you're on the ground driving through and looking at all the saguaro cactus. I'll put all these together and you'll get a chance to see some Arizona desert on a normal day drive just out into the scenery. So, once again, nothing to do with motorcycles. Skip it if you want. And here we go. Okay, so what in the hell is that? I tell you what, I've seen a lot of interesting things, but nothing like this.
What is it?
I have no idea. It'll be on the
Look,
news
something's
tonight.
falling below it.
What? What?
See the shiny thing below it?
Yep.
That is amazing.
I'm getting it better through my camera than I am with the naked eye.
Me
That is
too.
amazing. Oh, it's coming over towards us. Hi.
Some sort of rocket.
That is just unbelievable.
Look at that thing below it. It has a line to it now, whatever fell off of it. Some sort of stage or something.
I don't know, but it's coming over towards us.
Undoubtedly, it's a weather balloon. Just your basic supersonic weather balloon.
I'm gonna go back here so you see the whole thing.
I mean, it is not slowing down. It is not dissipating.
Wow.
Wow,
It
is
is.
right.
Jeez.
We should see this on the 10 o'clock news for sure.
Well, if you guys find out before us, please let us know. There's all kinds of radiation, and do you see all the lights going all around it?
Yeah.
What is that? Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Hey, so glad I got to see. Look at that.
You ever see anything like that?
Never, ever in my life. Did you see all
Look at
the
that,
lights? Do you see all the flashing lights around it?
Look at the contrail out here.
Huh?
The contrail is
That's a lot of boost. And it's not going up, it's going across.
It's going across, yeah. Look at the length of that contrail that's left.
I know. That's the, I think that's the sun, setting sun,
No.
reflecting off of it.
I don't think so.
Well,
Look
what
at
is it?
that.
Phoenix? Light?
I don't know, why is it so concentrated off to the right and dissipated off to the left?
Because the sun just set over there.
Okay.
Unless you think Phoenix lights are reflecting off of it.
Well, that was interesting.
It's still going. Holy shit.
That's one heck of a contrail.
Could that be Phoenix lights?
No. But why is the contrail so concentrated way back there? You'd think that would be more dissipated than up here.
Because it hit upper level winds.
Okay. Look at how it
Where the
spreads
hell
out.
did it come up from?
Mars,
It seems to have just started out. Look at that. It didn't.
and it's gone.
It seems to have started out a ways up.
I'm down in Florence, Arizona, visiting my lady friend, and we're taking a ride out in the desert on a small country road. And here's some saguaro. Now they're a lot bigger than most people think. That's about 30-foot tall saguaro right over there. These are traditional saguaros, multi-arms, and this one's special. This is why we stopped. This is called a crested saguaro, and nobody understands why they do this, but they grow up and then spread the top out in that crest. And I thought I'd show you all that in case you've never been to Arizona and haven't seen the desert. This is typical Arizona desert. It's not white sand like the Sahara. This is Arizona desert, and I thought I'd share this. The following video is something that happened last night. We were coming back from dinner about 8 o'clock, and we slammed on the brakes and pulled over and jumped out and turned on the video to catch a video of what turned out to be a space launch. And as many night launches as there are in California, this is the first time that we ever saw this syndrome where the contrail was so bright and beautiful, and it's a good video. So just a little bit of adventures in Arizona. Different cactus here. So many that I should know all the names, but I don't. Typical Arizona cactus in the typical Arizona desert. It really is very, very typical. Pretty cactus. And I happen to think that this is absolutely beautiful. Whereas other folks might say, oh, that's horrible. But I like it. I'm a desert rat. I love Arizona. All right, enough. This is just a little bit of driving to show you how many saguaro cactus there are. They're not scarce, that's for sure. Sort of Arizona weeds. But they're everywhere down here. They only grow up to 25 feet in altitude, so when you start up in the mountains, they go away. So we have the perfect place for a saguaro to grow down here on the flatlands of Arizona. We're south of Tucson. We're not south of Tucson. We're going towards Tucson. South of Mesa on the way to Tucson. On a rural road going through Florence, Arizona. So, a lot of saguaros. Kind of cool. Has nothing to do with motorcycling other than the fact that this would be a great road on a bike. Yeah, it would. But not today. Well, this ride we're taking today was not intended to be a travel log or advertisement for Arizona. I'm going to zoom in right here. I'll show you something. Down there in the dirt, whether you can see it or not, those are cattle tracks. This is open range, and we have seen cattle out here. But anyway, this is such a pretty view. We're about 15 miles from where I took that last video where it was just flat, lots of saguaro. And here we are Look at the mountains. Look at this view. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at those mountains in the distance. It's just gorgeous. A little contrast with Arizona. Part of why I do love this state. And I'm standing right next to a big old saguaro rot chair. I'll come back and show you. I'm standing next to it, and it's I guess I can't tilt it. I was going to tilt the camera up. Anyway, I can barely get it in right there. And I'd say that's about a 20-foot tall saguaro. This one is probably about 75 years old. They grow as a stalk up to about age 75 when they start putting out arms. And then the arms will grow out and up for about the same amount of time, 50 to 75 years. And then the arms will grow arms on the arms. And when you see a cactus that has arms on arms, that's a cactus that's probably the better part of 200 years old. I can't see any right now to zoom in on. These are all young. They tend to grow up at the same time. They get planted at the same time, grow up at the same time, and die off at the same time. People see areas where the saguaro have died and they think it's a blight, but it's not. They're just aging out. And let's see if I can get up on this one. Can you see that guy over there with the arms? That right there in the center is probably about 150 years old. So these guys have been here as longer than we've been a state, basically. Look at the arms on that one there. So don't mean to bore you with Arizona, but I do love this state, and this is part of it. This is Arizona desert. It's not white sand, but it is pretty. It is lovely. Want to say hi, sweetheart? Let's go back. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. And we have Susu, the puppy, with us. Okay, let's continue on. I truly did not intend for this to become a travel log for Arizona, but it turns out that this road we're on is part of the Arizona National Scenic Trail, and it's like 700 miles long. I don't know if it goes top to bottom, side to side, but it's a really big trail. I've heard about it before, but never actually been on it. So it's cool. It goes from way down there all the way up to up there, and it's kind of cool. Now, what I wanted to show you on the right hand side, look at this hillside, and there are saguaro cactus, lots of saguaro cactus, and notice that they're pretty much the same age. Now these two right here, they're older, and I'm going to say they're probably in the 175 to 200 year old range. I've not yet seen any cactus that have arms on arms on arms. They're pretty old when you run across them. But there are some nice 100, 200 year old cactus up on this hillside. So, sorry to bore you, but if you've ever thought about coming to Arizona, there's more to it than the Grand Canyon. Although it's pretty spectacular, I gotta tell you. Go to Sedona and go to the Grand Canyon. Oh, it's lovely. So, come on out and visit. And it's not just desert and cactus. Look at the wildflowers, aren't they pretty? Blue and yellow. We've had some rain recently. Got you on tape on that one, sweetie.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, very pretty.